Hello, everyone.
Hola.
We're back again. We're back at it.
I'm sure you missed us.
We took a little bit of a break after spring break because, just to be honest, we're tired moms.
We're a little burnt.
We were burnt out.
A little burnt out.
But we're back. Some of us are 100%.
Rejuvenated,
Some of us are like a 65%.
But your house is clean.
The front end of my house is clean.
That's all I've seen. So let's
And I
just
worked
leave
out.
It at it's clean.
Yes. And that's
Good
something
enough.
we're going to talk about. But we wanted to get on and talk to you about something that we've been recommending kind of weekly. Stephanie's way better at it than I am. But we've named it Destination Distractions. And they are books or podcasts or movies or shows or anything that we are listening to, watching, just to distract us either while we're traveling or while we're doing dishes or yelling at children.
Driving them around to their endless activities for hours and hours.
Yeah, I don't want to listen to, what do we listen to in the car? I can't listen to the Greatest Showman soundtrack anymore.
I got Harry Potter on CD, so like they're listening to like the book on CD.
Yeah.
While we drive around sometimes now. That's a little more tolerable.
Mine aren't there yet. I tried that. Every
No.
Halloween I try that.
And they're like,
And they...
boring.
Yeah, they're not into it. At least not all of them. I think Reese and Max, my older ones, would be into it.
yeah.
Anyways, so these are just things to entertain you and to distract you. And
Keep your mind busy.
Yes. And
Learn something new.
Yeah, and Stephanie had a really long road trip to New Mexico.
Yes, I did. Hours upon hours
In an
driving.
RV. So why don't you start off? Tell us some of the things
Okay,
you've been
I
listening
found
to.
some like awesome new podcasts that I think you're gonna love. Some true crime, some not. I already recommended on Instagram Inside Jaws.
Dun-dun.
It was so good. First season, Inside the Exorcist. Listen with caution.
Yeah.
Not kid friendly.
Did you enjoy it though, like as an adult?
I thought it was interesting.
Were you scared?
I wasn't scared, but
It
it's
wasn't
just
like creepy, you know, like when you listen to something dark.
It's a little, yeah, it is creepy.
Okay.
And I like never need to watch The Exorcist ever. Second season is Inside Psycho, which I really liked.
I'd be interested.
Not as kid friendly either, but like I loved learning about Alfred Hitchcock
Right.
and all things.
I would like
Inside Jaws, I mean, who's more kid friendly than Steven Spielberg? I mean,
He's so lovable.
so great. Why are you here? So Inside Jaws was really great. It's pretty clean. You know, I mean, it's not sketchy. So I highly recommend that one. Another one I've been loving is American Scandal.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh, what's that about? Each season is a different scandal. So I've listened to Balco, which was the steroid scandal. I've listened to the Iran-Contra, which, I mean, Ronald Reagan, he's still my heart, and I'm kind of in love with Oliver North now.
I was going to say, like, a semi-good-looking conservative is Stephanie's
It's my
jam.
dream.
It's her jam. Although,
I have that type.
I listened to your guy.
Yeah,
What's
Ben
his-
Shapiro.
I don't like his voice. Sorry.
Let's move along.
No, I was like, let me give this a shot.
He's
pretty.
It's very distinct, and he speaks really fast.
And it's a little too high for my liking.
Oh.
Anyways, I stopped it immediately. I was like,
Anyway,
no.
season 3 is Exxon Valdez. It's like all these things that you kind of hear about, but they deep dive into it, but in a really interesting way.
Well, and all of those things happened when we weren't really adults.
Yeah, and it's not biased. Like, it's really good reporting. And kind of an oldie but a goodie is Gladiator. It's all about Aaron Rodgers, who played for the NFL, and, like, if you know his story, you think, like, what a garbage human being. But it kind of delves into, like, his whole life, his upbringing, and, like, how possibly, like, the continuous concussions can affect your brain and your behavior. So I thought it was really great storytelling. I'm not even a football fan. But
I like
found
Aaron
it-
Rodgers.
I found it super, super interesting.
Should I not like Aaron Rodgers?
Well, He's kind of a garbage. I mean, he's dead. Oh, no, not Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Hernandez.
There we go.
Aaron Hernandez.
I was like, I actually really
Sorry.
discount
Aaron,
double check.
Aaron Hernandez.
Okay.
See, that's how much of a non-football fan I am. And he's dead now. So.
Okay. I was
Anyway.
like, what?
So it's done by the Boston Globe. It's just, and all of these are on Wondery, and I just kind of found, like, when I go searching for a new podcast, I like their storytelling style, I like their reporting, and so when I go searching for a new one, I kind of go to Wondery first and see.
Because you know what you're getting.
See what they've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's going to be really good quality. I know, like, good production.
Yeah.
Like, I really have a hard time with, like, badly produced podcasts.
They're less engaging.
Yeah,
right?
it's just like you get distracted
Right.
by like the sound mixing or whatever.
Right.
So those are kind of highlights what I've been listening to for right now. But I mean, check back on our Instagram. We even have a highlight, Destination Distractions. If you're like, I need something new to listen to or read, we're updating it all the time.
Yeah.
So what are you reading?
Okay, I am kind of... I took a nosedive into like a really dark place where I was listening to a lot of true crime, and
Yes.
I just finished watching The Staircase on Netflix, and
I couldn't get through that.
it was slow, but actually I really got into it. Like
Really?
there's like, say there's 10 episodes, like at episode 7, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to finish this tonight. So, because I didn't Google what happened, so I wasn't quite sure the outcome of the case. So anyways, and I just was like, I couldn't watch those with Matt or listen to those with Matt because he was like, why do you listen or watch that kind of stuff? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm really interested in the
He's
law.
not into like true crime.
Not at all.
Eric
And
loves true crime.
not at all. Like, if it has nothing to do with sports, he's not interested. So I seriously was like, I felt like I was justifying what I was entertaining myself with to my husband, and I feeling a little guilty. Like I'll probably try and watch the Ted Bundy movie. Have you seen that on Netflix yet?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just watched the Natalie McCann one where the little girl, like her parents were vacationing in Portugal and they left the kids in the hotel while they went and had dinner, and
No, I
she's like
haven't seen
kidnapped
that one.
from their room.
I watched Abducted in Plain Sight. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Anyways, so a really dark place where my downtime was being filled with crime. And I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I wonder how
uplifting.
this is affecting me, right? And so I've really kind of done a 180, and I'm trying to listen to things that are uplifting or encouraging or spiritual or anything like that. And we were talking about the whole Brene Brown, and I've just started I listened to her TED Talk, and I was like, okay, that's a good leaf to turn over. But I just listened to the Goop podcast, number one, because, I mean, I love Gwyneth Paltrow. But are we differing on opinions?
gosh.
Okay, we're differing on opinions.
You cannot like Ben Shapiro.
You don't like
I
Gwyneth.
can hate Gwyneth with the passion of 1,000 suns.
Have you seen Shakespeare in Love?
Oh my gosh. Like the only good thing she's ever done. No, Sliding Doors was
Really?
good.
Sliding Doors was so
That
good.
woman is so pretentious.
Okay.
And the things she recommends on her website are ridiculous.
Okay, I don't go to her website. I'm not like
On Goop.
I'm not a goopy or whatever they call
Oh my
themselves.
gosh, I can't even.
But I was in that field of self-help and like encouraging podcasts, and I stumbled today, literally, this is not like backlogging of Goop,
Okay.
fandom, okay? I stumbled upon this podcast where they interviewed this author called his name is Kim John Payne. And he wrote a book it's entitled Simplicity Parenting. And it talks about creating a value-centered home. Not a kid-centered home, not a discipline-centered home, but a value-centered home. And I just found it really interesting because
I need to read that book.
yeah, now I want to read the book. But the podcast itself, which was not hosted by Gwyneth, it just has the Goop name on it. So I don't know if that makes it more appealing to you.
No.
Anyways, it just was talking about kids in our society today. And something I found really interesting was that they were saying in the next 10 years, 60% of the workforce is going to be self-employed. and how these kids need to be raised in an environment where they're less structured so that they are able to navigate, you know, downtime better, and how to manage themselves, and how to make decisions and not have decisions made for them, and how to be creative and not just, you know, think they're being creative because they're on an iPad drawing in a creative app or something like that. So it was just a really interesting look on kids today, and a projection on the future, and how they're going to, what they're going to be faced with. Yeah, it was really interesting. And then, I'll tell you about my book later, because it's really not applicable. But those are our distractions.
Lots of distractions, lots of Netflix. People ask me all the time, like, how do you have time to listen to all these podcasts? I think you have asked me this question as well.
No, I haven't. Because I'm not there with you, but, like, sometimes I can be there with you.
I just like having noise all the time. And so it's like, if I'm getting ready, I have on a podcast. If I literally have a day of my week where I am dropping off and picking up kids, driving around for like 3 hours in my car.
Yeah.
That's 3 hours of podcasting, of like learning, and as sad as it is, it's kind of like my adult interaction. I feel like this like very
just opened up a whole
I am very
new box.
introverted. I'm very introverted, so it's like
that doesn't count as adult interaction.
Yeah,
though.
someone's talking to me.
You're not talking back.
Which is perfect. It's right up my alley. But I like having the noise and like interesting. I'm more, even before podcasts came out, I was more into talk radio than like music radio.
Yeah.
It kept like me more engaged. Anyway.
Yeah. So that's it. For me, it's the entertainment value. And we hope that whether you need it for entertainment or a distraction or to better yourself or to figure out how to get away with murder, you know, whatever you're in it for.
Whatever. It's up to you.
Yeah, so go to our Instagram page. We'll save all of these as well in our destination distractions. And enjoy being distracted this week.
And if you have recommendations, let us know. Something like we have to listen to. And just know we've listened to Dirty John,
we've listened
Dr.
to Cold.
Death, like we've got the basics down.
If it's on the featured like top chart in the apps,
In the Dark,
we've listened to it.
Especially if it's in the true crime genre.
Tell us something we haven't listened to, and have a good week.
All right, bye.
Bye.